My name is Daylight, and I am a Southern Pacific GS4 steam locomotive. Most of my class was built around the end of 1942. I was the last to be built. Me and my brother would work at the San Francisco dockyards, and when 2009 he was moved to the U.S., to the United Kingdom. The manager told me that I was a really useful engine until that one night when it happened. Jason, what are you doing? I've been asked to put up a flagpole. The other one got knocked over by the wind last night. It's midnight. Why are you here then? I'm the security guard from the night shift. Oh. Anyway, did you hear a loud bang? Nope, didn't. Okay then, be careful. There's a thunderstorm coming. But what they didn't know was that Jason knocked a bolt out of the ceiling and made a beam fall onto my cab roof. When the storm came and the lightning struck the flagpole, it was used as a conductor to hit the beam. I woke up a couple hours later. It was morning. To Fred pulling me out of the shed. The other engines surrounding the shed. Daylight, are you alright? Said Fred. I think so. Oh, what's up with his eye? I heard an engine say. I wasn't sure on who it was. My manager looked concerned. He looked over me. Didn't see any damage right away, but he deemed me fit to at least be pulled. He acted quickly. Markland. Yes, sir? Put Daylight at the front of Fred's goods train. Fred, can you take him to the works? Of course, sir. I'm coming with you. Oh, okay. So, I was quickly put at the front of the train. And then we left. When we arrived at the works, up near Canada, the chief inspector arrived. Was called in. He took a look and immediately found the problem. Well, I took a look at him. For one, the lightning must have affected his brakes. Affected something. We'll try and fix it. But what about his eye? He has something called, I believe it's called strabismus. What is that? It's a condition that makes your eyes cross-eyed. So what does this mean? He can't pull trains anymore? Or function as an engine? Not that. He'll still be able to pull trains as long as his crew is informed and told to be more vigilant. Because they'll have to do a lot of the seeing for him. I don't recommend passengers at all. He doesn't normally pull passengers. He pulls freight most of the time. How did this even happen? After a quick explanation. So, what even caused the shed to get struck by lightning? That's a good question, Fred. I'm gonna have to investigate that when we get back. When we return back, a workman was waiting for us. Excuse me, sir. You might want to take a look at this. When he came back, he explained that a bolt had been loosened to accommodate a flagpole. But when the flagpole broke, the bolt was holding a beam in place, a metal beam in place. It must have hit the cab. I think I heard that last night. I'm starting to remember now. So he must have been struck by lightning. Yes. Well, I knew that he was struck by lightning, but I didn't know that. Normally, I think you're born with the eye condition. Except engines aren't born, and we're not people. So different things can happen to an engine. Yes. Don't worry, you two. I will find whoever is responsible for this. Sir, the security guard from last night walked up from the night shift walked up. Ah, Pete, what do you need? I think I know who might have done it. Jason did it. After he explained, the manager called Jason. Jason, what did I heard that you were working on the shed, putting up that flagpole. Yes, sir. Why? Well, and he explained. I have no choice but to fire you for clumsiness. You could have hurt someone. If that storm lasted any longer and someone's crew arrived, they might have been struck by lightning. I don't think they would have, said Jason. Yes, but I don't want to take any chances with my workers. I have no choice but to let you go. You will regret this, he said. Stormed off. Sir, do you think it was really wise? Shouldn't you, keep an eye on him? For what reason? He said... Didn't he just, threaten you? Yeah, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. My manager had a habit of doing that to himself. Over the next few weeks, it was hard for me and some of the other engines. With my accidents. Being accident prone. At first, none of the engines really minded any of this. Because they knew it couldn't really be helped. But after a while, they started getting sick of it. My brother Fred was happy to help, but when he left to work on the controllers railway, it grew harder. When my braking left, many cars going flying down the line. Sometimes even derailing altogether. It really became a problem one morning when the other steam engines were getting refueled for the day. I came up and hit one of them and sent them flying into the pile of coal. I was sorry. They didn't think I was. While some of the engines didn't think I was bad, really. There was also a majority that actually didn't like me. I knew this. So one day I went up to them and told them that I was going to talk to the controller about taking me out of the manager about taking me out of service altogether. Just to give them a break. Some of the engines who didn't like me were actually happy about that. Where's Daylight? He asked me to meet him here. So the controller a few hours later. Sir? Yes? I know that the past few years have been horrible. Ever since Fred left. And it's gotten worse. I realize it's getting worse. Some days it gets easier and some days it gets harder. So, to spare the other engines, I would like to be taken out of service. Indefinitely. And scrapped. Whoa, scrapped? You didn't say anything about that. Go ahead, get scrapped. GT. What? If he's willing to get scrapped, then scrap him. Silence, said the manager. I'm not scrapping you or taking you out of service. What? I know things have been hard. But you can't give up. It gets easier, trust me. I've known people who've suffered from similar things, but they still do good in the world. One day, you will do good. You might not get there 100%, but I know you shouldn't give up just because some engines think you should. I backed away without a word. And you. After that, I wasn't sad about my condition, but I also wasn't happy about it. I was more or less conflicted on what my life was going to be like. About a year later, I had arrived in New York at a rest stop somewhere outside New York for the day. When we heard inside of a hut something really interesting and bad at the same time. About 1:43 a.m. last night, the first call came in about the manager of the San Francisco dockyard going mission. Driver, did you hear that? Yeah. I'll find another engine to finish the run. We should probably get back there. Sir, driver, you should also try to get in contact with the controller over on Fred's Railway. That's also a good idea. Then, I know the trucks are annoying, but you can't push them over a cliff. Sir, your one's on the telephone. Go to your shed. Who is it? It's someone coming from New York. Alright. Greenberg Railway. This is the controller speaking. It's me, Tom. Daylight's driver. Oh, how's everything doing over there? Not really that great. Why? What's wrong? Well, we just heard that our controller, the manager of the docks, just got kidnapped. We're gonna head over to San Francisco to help, because we're sitting in New York right now. Okay. Do you guys need help? I can always send someone over to help with the search, if you can. Alright, I'll send... Help will be right there. Thank you so much. Then the controller went over to approach the secretary. Contact? Well, can you get 87, Fred, and the twins over here now? Up to the station now? Yes, sir. I believe 87 is about to return with his train, his first train of the day. The twins are in the shed. Alright, let them... Where's Fred? He's at the docks. I'll call him up. Alright. Also, let Kate know to take over 87's trains for the day. Work today. Alright. Yes, sir. Alright, you four. I called you here because I got a call from Daylight's driver. Is he coming back? No, he doesn't come around until Christmas. Not exactly, but you will be seeing him. What? The controller of the manager of the San Francisco docks has been kidnapped. Kidnapped? Yes. So I've elected you four to go over there to assist Daylight with the search. Why us? Well, Fred knows the United States. He worked there for years, and you three can get around yards and tight corners easily. Yes, sir. So get that into the docks, and because there'll be a ship waiting for you. But what about our work? Kate will be covering your trains, 87. Since the construction team aren't really doing much at the moment. They don't have any contracts. I'm bringing in engines from British Railways to cover for... BR is sending engines to cover for you two, Alex and Max. And Henry is coming to cover for Fred. Of course, sir. We'll get down there right away. I returned a couple days later to see the yard in a state. The engines were getting concerned. Where's the manager? They were saying. Who are you? My name is Jennifer, but I like to call Jen. Said the little tank engine. The police were just around here earlier. I know, I got questioned by them, asking for details. Do you know who? Do you guys actually know and who actually called? His wife did. She came home from a late night at work to find that he was gone, and a couple windows smashed out. His car was there. The windows were smashed out. He didn't. She came around here, looking around the yard. We looked around. Didn't see any of them. Didn't see him at all. Then an hour later, a boat arrived. You guys are here. At last. What do we do? Where should... Wait, what's going on? So, what's the plan? Said Max. We'll search wherever the rails take us. Where should we go? Said one of the engines. Okay. You all, the engines that I work with, at least. Go search up near around the Canadian border. We'll check around the United States. I know these lines, so we can split up into two groups of. So we can split up into two groups of three. So can they. Alright, so what should our teams be? How about, said Alex? Me, Max, and Fred, and 87, Jennifer, and Daylight. I guess that works, because each have engines that know the line. Each have two tank engines. So we left to search wherever the rails took us. Within the next few days, all six engines worked. Hard to find them. Find the manager. Till eventually, the engines were starting to wear down. Daylight, we've been working, trying to find him for 3 days. We should take a break. A break? Now? Why? We're exhausted. We can't do anything if we don't rest, said 87. He's right. We need to rest. We won't be able to concentrate if we don't. We're coming up to a rest area anyways. So the three engines parked over in a rest stop for the night. Meanwhile, Alex, Max, and Fred had already stopped for the night. Where are we, Fred? Said Alex. We're in Texas. Oh. So, how are we allowed to search for the old manager without running into any other trains? Because we're traveling along factory lines. They're not as busy as the main lines are. And that's most likely where he would take him. What? I mean, how do you know he didn't take a vacation? I know my old manager. He would tell someone if he was going on vacation. Especially if people tended to worry about him. And plus, his wife reported him missing. That makes sense, said Max. Wake up. What? Who are you? You know me. I am your... Wait, you're Jason, the one who messed up Daylight's eye, aren't you? Yes. Where am I? You're at an abandoned log site sawmill. Why do you think it's such a horrible color? Why, a wall is completely gone from it. You fired me and lost a bunch of people's jobs. You're good at that, aren't you? What do you mean? I mean, you made me lose my job. And didn't your engines help clear this place? Yeah, they helped clear it because we were asked to. They went bankrupt. It wasn't because of me. They went bankrupt. Like I just said. And now look at the place. A mess. Walls are coming up. Place is falling apart. And so much graffiti in here. That's become actually kind of a work of art. A work of art. Who's that? Oh, this is my locomotive, Daniel. Saved him from a scrapyard. And I decided to make him an example to why you should listen to me. What do you mean? Well, look at his eye. Don't you see something's wrong with it? I took it out so he would be able to be an example on why you shouldn't, cross me. Jackson, get in here. Who's Jackson? An old worker for the sawmill. He worked on a lot of the paperwork here before you caused it to shut down. Once again, I didn't. Do you want me to kill you? Because I will. Jackson. He's able to hack into computers. Jackson, are you able to hack into computers around the world? Yes, but what? But only in the US and UK, sir. Other spots are completely, completely impossible to do it. That's all we need. Really? You're kind of an overtop villain yourself. If you're able to do all this. Jackson, get it ready. I want it ready by morning. I'll make my speech in the morning. Yes, sir. Later that evening, when the engines were asleep. Daylight. Wake up. What? Huh? I can't sleep myself. I know you told me earlier that you couldn't sleep. I can't sleep. Why don't we head up the line and see what we can find? Alright, driver. Wait, what about the other two? I'll leave a note. The next morning. Sir, it's ready. Good. We'll start in an hour. Meanwhile, make sure trains are ready. Are going. You know those time zones. Idiot. I know. But someone will hear it. Why are you even doing this? I fired you for a reason. You can't deny that you screwed up. Oh, I can. I just don't want to. That makes absolutely no sense. I know. Daniel, stay with the prisoner. Yes, sir. You know, you don't have to do this, you know. What are you talking about? He's a really bad person. You don't have to do this. You'll just if I join you, I'll punish. You'll just punish me. I won't. I know engines. I have a whole bunch of them on my line. You're just trying to do this for you to let me go. But I can give you a better life than hanging around in a sawmill that's falling apart. Bet you couldn't. Yeah, I could. I mean, how many engines do you know that enjoys hanging around in an abandoned sawmill all day? Not many, but exactly, not many. An old sawmill that's fallen apart. No place for an engine. Come back with. If you let me go, I'll help you. Daniel didn't say anything as he just decided to leave. Sorry, you have to make it quick because the hacking won't last long. Very well. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Attention, people of railroads and more. My name is Jason, and I am holding the manager of the San Francisco docks hostage. Feel free to hunt me down. It won't work. I have plans to kill him. Is he just outright giving out his location? It's like, hey, it looks like it. He's not that great at this, said Albert. If you hacked into the PA system and TVs, shouldn't that be able to track it? Maybe. Maybe at least the TVs. Okay, what are you doing now? Doing 87's jobs. Why? Alright, take over Albert's Express. Albert, let's head down to the docks. Where are we going, sir? We're heading to the United States. I have a friend, an old college friend. He moved there after college. Okay. You might be able to help us. Very well, sir. If you don't give me what I want, I will be forced to blow up the sawmill with the manager inside. Idiot. What does he want? I don't know. Probably something stupid. Jennifer? What? Where's Daylight? What do you mean? He should be right behind us. No, he's not. Maybe you went off with someone else. There's just that engine over there. Oh. Should we go after him? I don't have enough coal. And 87's driver ran up. Walked up. Where's Daylight? That's what we were asking. Then Jennifer's driver arrived. Wait a minute. What's going on? I'm trying to find Daylight. Hey, where's Daylight? Who are you? Daylight's fireman. He left without his fireman. Fun. I did find this note, though. He said he was going off on his own. Where'd you find it? Jennifer's driver cab. Oh. We don't have enough coal, though. Coal or water. What about this one? This coal hopper was decommissioned when the diesels took over. So it's useless then. Yep. We'll have to call Fred and the twins. When they got the news, they ran to the two tank engines. Fred was able to give them coal, and they were able to find water. Where do we go now? First up, we have to figure out where Daylight went. I mean, if he's up the line, then, you know, we could probably easily find him. But if he's not, yes. Hold up, I'll be right back. So, come on, we should probably start looking. Alright, now it's time to start. Hey, where'd they go? Stupid bladder. Meanwhile, Albert and the controller arrived in the United States. So, who are we looking for? Alright, we'll start heading out. Here he is. Here's his house. I can see on why he was a train spotter. He was right into the tracks. Yep. He always had problems with hearing. I don't know if he'll hear it or not. His car's here. Well, nothing's happening. Maybe wait a couple minutes just in case. You want me to try? Knocking? No. Like whistling or something. Very well. Oh. Frank, hello. Hello, Richard. How are you doing? Good. Got a family. Been fired a few times. You know, traditional stuff. Well, I don't think you would know. Well, I know about the family part, not so much about the firing part. Ah, yes. Albert, how you been doing? Good, sir. So, what brings you here? I thought you were in charge of a railway in the UK. I am. Did you hear about that? Did you hear that message at Hack TV? Yeah, I assumed that was just a video game commercial. Well, it wasn't. It was an actual hacking. We're trying to help, trying to save the manager of the San Francisco docks. Do you think you can track it? Yes, I can. He can? Remember when I said he was good at computers and hacking? Yeah. Well, this is one of them. Come inside. Well, Albert, you can't. Yeah, I know. Come inside. We'll see what we can do. Hello? Hello? Who's there? It's just me. Cody. My name's Cody. Where are you? I can't see you. My name is Cody. I'm Albert. I'm trying to find my sister. We got split up at the San Francisco, race into the San Francisco docks. I took a shortcut and got lost. We were told that a friend of yours, well, a friend of ours is being helped by an engine named Jennifer. A small orange tank engine. Actually, her description matches you. That must be her. She's my twin sister. Alright, then we're trying to find them ourselves. Albert, awesome news. Oh, who are you? I'm Cody. He's working with Daylight and the others. Oh. Can I come with you guys? I'm trying to find my sister. Alright. Let's go then. Sir, driver, I don't think we should be here. Who's that? Sir, that Daylight engine's here. What? Barricade the door. Looks like your engine's dumb enough to show up. Daylight, get out of here. Sir? Get him. Sir, we barricade the door. Oh. Ow. Albert, what are you doing here? Tracked your driver's cell phone signal here. We may be weak. We're all here. Yes. We may be weak separated, but together we're stronger. You lead. Very well. Do you see what's going on out there? Nope. I can see them. They're just talking. What? Ah! Well, I'm out. Let him go. Then Jason tried to take a shot at Daylight. Let him go! You should probably do as he says. He ran, but then a part of the entire structure came down on top of him. Started coming down due to the wall being damaged even more. You gotta get out of here. You able to get the cage open? Save the diesel engine. Wait, what? It's Daniel. He pushed him out. He good chunk of the wall came down. The building came down. You actually saved me? Yes. Like I said, no engine is left behind. Thank you. I'm sorry for everything. So, what happened to Jason? Theoretically, he got crushed. I will have my revenge on you all. Sooner or later. He's probably dead now. His computer hacker is still out there, though. Hacker? Yeah, he had a hacker. His name is Jackson. Looks like your stereotypical nerd character. Oh, okay. We returned a few days later to the engines it cited. And they also apologized for how rude they've always been to me. We're sorry for everything the way we treated you over the past few years. It was wrong of us. That's alright. You've accepted me. Now we have someone else to accept. After he explained, they were apprehensive at first. Soon enough, they grew to like Daniel. The engines of the controllers who eventually had to leave themselves so they could run their own lines. We were sad to see them go, but we were happy to be back together again. For the next few months afterwards, the three new engines, new one, was able to get used to the way we work. And the other engines started actually calling me Hero Engine. I didn't like that too much. I didn't treat myself like a hero. Jennifer thought I was just too humble for my own good. She's probably right. But what I can say is I'm happy that I feel they have actually finally earned respect. My manager thinks so too. And once again, he starts calling all of us really useful engines.